Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we're talking about some finds in Bath & Body Works. You guys, I found stuff that isn't even available on the website yet. We have a lot to unpack. So starting off with what I found a tropical in my store and I was like, this is madness. It is January. We haven't even got Easter yet and I'm getting tropical. So if you're like very shocked about this or you're like, why do they release stuff so early? Is this usual for them? I'm going to go ahead and break that down a little bit. So Bath & Body Works, especially last year, you saw a huge influx in really early releases. The best example and the one I always go back to is Halloween of 2024. So if you wanted to guess when Halloween of 2024 dropped and you're thinking, okay, if it's really early, September, August even would be early, it launched July 22nd. Outrageous. Very early. So with that type of launch, especially since Halloween is not a gifting holiday, so people aren't buying gifts or accumulating them throughout the rest of the year to then give to other people on Halloween, that launch was ridiculously early. By the time it got to Halloween, everybody was sick of it. And then I saw a lot of it in my store for semi-annual sale, the winter semi-annual sale that's wrapping up now. So when you do a launch that early for something that's not a chief gifting holiday, like the holidays around December, obviously people are buying things a month or two ahead of time. The Valentine's Day collection for 2025, they launched that January 13th, giving you a month before Valentine's Day to come to the store and pick things out. So that type of stuff makes sense. But those really ridiculous early launches like we saw with Halloween, great if you're a Halloween fan, but it kind of just undermines the whole hype for getting to that holiday. So why do I talk about all of this? Tropical has launched in my store at least on 1/23, maybe earlier. I don't know the exact date. I don't have like dates to compare it to, but when I was in my store, it had launched. So the tropical that I did see was antibacterial hand sprays. All of these are my own original images, and I'm so excited to share them with you because typically my store is kind of hit or miss on when they get stuff. Sometimes they're ahead of the curve. Sometimes they don't get it until maybe a week or two later. So I was so excited to see these. So yes, we do have tropical in the antibacterial hand sprays. And from a timeline perspective, I think this is just too early. Now, Bath & Body Works spring and really the first half of the year moves very fast. In January, you're going to see the winter semi-annual sale wrapping up. You're also going to see the introduction of Valentine's Day. And then after Valentine's Day, we get into Easter. They might do a spring collection or a collab collection. And then by the time it gets to about March, April, I want to say March or April, they're doing the tropical collection because when you get to May and then June, they're ramping up for semi-annual sale. So tropical does come out in the spring. That's pretty characteristic for Bath & Body Works, but that doesn't shock me. And I think the spring and the April and the May timeline is appropriate, but January and before Easter, I think it's a bit outrageous, very similar to the Halloween 2024 situation. So let's do a deep dive into what I found. So I did find the 3 antibacterial hand sprays, and these are actually really exciting, not only from a packaging standpoint, but we also have a bit of investigation on the naming of one scent. So we're going to start off with Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit, which comes in the more blue packaging out of the 3. Now, Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit, if you're unfamiliar with the history of the scent, in 2024, we got Thailand Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit in the body care. It had teal packaging. It was the first year that we've seen this one. We've had variations of Starfruit or Passionfruit or Guava in the past, but this was the first time we saw Thailand Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit. A lot of people enjoyed this one, and a lot of people were excited when they heard this one was coming back out in the body care. Now, an antibacterial hand spray does not always mean that it is coming out in body care, but because this one just came out last year, and I'm assuming it did really good, I would assume Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit, we will be seeing that in the body care as well. The other 2, I know we'll see it in body care because it is always the flagship scents, like Vanilla Bean Noel and Winter Candy Apple are the flagships of the winter collection. But Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit has this blue packaging. I think this looks really nice, and I like when Bath & Body Works keeps with almost a signature color for their scents. I'm going to use a lot of comparisons to the winter collection because it's probably the most prominent that this plays out in. Winter Candy Apple, it's red. Twisted Peppermint, it's pink. Vanilla Bean Noel, it's green. And I feel like they're trying to copy happy that with their spring/summer tropical collection. We have seen Waikiki Beach Coconut be green the last couple years. Usually the pink pineapple sunrise or Costa Rican pink pineapple sunrise, whatever the pink pineapple variation is pink. The mango or the Fiji Guavatini one comes out in orange. And then the Bahamas Passionfruit and the Bananaflower is typically a light pink to a yellow, around that color family. So Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit last year was aqua. Now we're getting it in blue. I enjoy this packaging. It looks almost like a vintage tropical wallpaper. I think this is a lot better than last year's. Now, the antibacterial hand spray and the pocket back packaging is not always the same as the body care. I want to be clear about that. Sometimes the antibacterial hand sprays, especially the pocket backs, they are simpler simply because there is less space to work with. It's not like a fine fragrance mist or a full-size body cream where you have a lot of packaging to work with. So typically those are simpler. However, I thought this packaging was a bit detailed, and I do think this could be good packaging in the full size. So I do have a full-size item from last year for their tropical packaging, and I have the Costa Rica pink pineapple sunrise right here. So you can see that this one definitely has a lot of bottle space, but they do have the label, and then they have a picture on the lotion. This was not my favorite packaging. I know a lot of people loved it, and for good reason. But yeah, this is just a visual of what the last year's lotion packaging looked like. Not the same scent, but I wanted to give you just kind of a vibe of what we got last year before I continue talking. So that was Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit. I can definitely see them making that the aqua blue teal scent for the tropicals. Really enjoy almost like the straw paper basket weaved like type design on the bottom. Think this looks really nice. The next one that we have is our investigation name, and we have this one is going to mess me up because I'm so used to saying Bahamas Passionfruit and Bananaflower, but this one just says Passionfruit and Bananaflower. So I was like, where is the Bahamas? Now, I'm a little iffy on this one because I think with something such as Thailand, Sweet Kiwi, and Starfruit, it hasn't been around long enough that we're attached to that Thailand. But it would be like Waikiki Beach Coconut. If you took off the Waikiki and made it Beach Coconut, you'd be like, this is not the same. So I was shocked to see that the Bahamas was dropped from Bahamas Passionfruit and Bananaflower because I've always just known that scent. It's one of the longest scent names at Bath & Body Works. It's almost like a running joke. And yeah, I was a little worried to see that Bahamas was dropped from the antibacterial hand spray. Not sure if it was a packaging thing, they couldn't fit everything on there. But talking about this one more generally from a packaging standpoint, I really enjoy the purple. Think this looks so nice, so classic, and I think Bahamas Passionfruit and Bananaflower, if it's not going to be yellow or like a real light pink or that yellow family, I think purple is so fitting. We don't get a lot of purple packaging, which is why I was so excited to see that the Forever Sweet launch had a lot of purple in it. Fresh Cut Lilacs also is pretty purple. If you haven't heard about that one, I made a video all about the online exclusives for spring, which I'll have in the cards now. But we don't get a lot of purple packaging, so I was really happy to see that one. And the next one and the final one is going to be the flagship, the classic. It is Waikiki Beach Coconut, you guys. This one always comes back, and for good reason. It is a fan favorite, and I was not shocked at all to see this in green packaging. This one has been green for quite a couple years now, and it looks like we're going to get a palm tree with some coconuts, and then green and orange flowers. Love the green and orange contrast. Think this looks really nice. And then like the other ones, it sort of has the straw detailing at the bottom. So really enjoying what I'm seeing out of the tropical, but I am a little worried about Easter. When are we getting that one? Is it coming? I did not see any Easter antibacterial hand sprays, pocket bags, hand creams, anything. So I was like, what are we doing with tropical and not with Easter? I was a little antsy, but I am so excited to see what they are doing. We obviously have a lot of stuff coming our way soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys are getting any sneak peeks to anything in your stores, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.